So welcome to my first ever YouTube tutorial, and this is the chipping tutorial to end all chipping tutorials that you're ever going to need again. So let's get into it. Three main things: low point, distance from the ground, arm radius. Yeah, I don't really like the arm radius when it sounds a bit technical, but all I'm saying is low point, we've got to use our sternum, which is generally where our hands bottom out, to control where our low point is, and we do that by having our sternum in line or beyond our ball, and that's always going to guarantee essentially a nice downward strike on the ball, as well as height. We're just trying to maintain our ground, maintain our height from the ground, so that we don't change that low point, because then as soon as we change our height, we have to manipulate. And essentially in golf, we're trying to do as little as possible in terms of manipulation. And then arms radius, you're never going to see a good golfer chip it with his arms so far away from his body. It's always going to be nice and close, and everything's going to look in control. And to be honest, that's going to help you navigate the low point and the distance from the ground, really. But yeah, that is like the main three factors that I like to think of, like that setup. And in terms of the arms radius, that's just like, yeah, for all chipping really. And then onto the main one is loft. All professional golfers like maintain the loft that they have at address, so they know that they set up like that. That is how much loft they're going to pretty much deliver at impact. That club face is not going to be more open, more closed. It's not going to, generally they might get a little bit of shaft lean, so like maybe de-loft it ever so slightly, but what I mean is they're not rolling the wrists. And that's what I'm going to get into now straight away, just off the bat. So like I say, low point, distance from the ground, arm radius. If you can control those three elements straight away, you're onto a winner. And like, this is just a drill that I like to do. So I like to get my one hand at a time. And so we're feeling like the club, feel like I'm shutting the club with on the way back and open on the way through. And I'm just going to bruise the ground. Shut, open, shut, open, shut to open. Yeah, so we're just brushing the ground. Shut, open, shut, open. Then we're going to do the same with the left hand. So we're going shut, open, shut, open, shut, open. And they're pretty much bottoming out at my sternum. So now if I go to chip this there, if you can get that there, if you can go, yeah, shut to open, and you're just brushing the ground, then this is where you can start to play with the man himself, Dan Greaves' releases, because you've got a consistent low point. You can now start to mess about with how much you're going to release your hands through the shot. So if I just think shut to open and release one, we should see like a fairly decent shot. Yeah. And then just to go the opposite end of the scale, a little bit more loft, and I'll go release three. I'm going princess lies here in hopes of a good demonstration. So we'll go, so a bit more loft, and we're thinking shut to open. Sternum, this one is just slightly ahead of the ball. So we're going shut to open. Bit groundy, because again, a bit diffy, do you know what I mean? But so I'll try that one again. Like, listen, I'm not saying that I'm amazing at this, but what I am saying is this is the secret to chipping. And that one there, actually, I'm going to point myself out, is I forgot a little bit about the arm radius, so I got a little bit loose. So if I try and think arm radius here, close to open, better contact. Yeah. I mean, I don't feel like it's that hard. Sternum, height, arm radius, bruise the grass, thinking closed, open, both hands, and then just put two hands on and do the same thing. And then whatever loft you address it with, that is the loft. So like I go a lot of shaft lean, close, open, get my hands right behind the ball. Sternum's still in line with his ball here. So we're going closed, open. I mean, do I need to say any more? Oh yeah, like, comment, subscribe.